Thank you. Well, let's see how the papers are covering some of this. I'm joined by Dr. Kishan Rees, who's an A&E doctor, and also someone who's actually you're pretty across the whole cyber issues as well, aren't you? A bit of a tech geek with all of this, which is a perfect combination at the moment. What have you found in the papers that's caught your eye this morning?
I think in the eye, I mean, it says ambulances diverted, patients not go to A&E. You guys have been picking up in terms of saying chaos in the NHS, which I'm sure your viewers are probably getting quite bored with, hearing the NHS is always in crisis, always in chaos. But it really does identify how IT is absolutely central to everything we do, whether it's when a patient picks up the phone to call an ambulance, or whether they book in, or whether we're doing observations with them in A&E, right the way through to operating and then the aftercare. And you know, I've been researching this overnight and looking at it, and to find out so many trusts using Windows XP, and you talked about local accountability, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing to think that software 17 years old is running the health service, or large chunks of it.
And what else have you picked up particularly on this from the papers?
Well, I mean, Anne Rainsbury, the incident director for NHS England, is urging that, you know, this is a very important point for your viewers, in the sense that they should be reassured, and if they are suffering symptoms of heart attack, stroke, severely unwell, then they should still attend. Of course they should go to A&E, and doctors and nurses will revert to pen and paper, as we do, because NHS NHS IT does have problems, we all know that. So we will revert to pen and paper. And they will get seen. But equally, if you're not critically unwell, if you don't need to use NHS services and you can be seen by a GP or a pharmacist, please make use of those services.
OK, one thing that has struck me through all of this, I mean, obviously IT is very important, but why is it so essential with something like people attending A&E, for the smaller trauma cases, for example? Why can't they just be seen and things dealt with in the way that they were decades ago?
Healthcare is getting incredibly more complex, and people are living longer, they're getting more diseases, there are more medications, more professionals are involved in those patients' care. So to communicate between all those teams is absolutely essential to deliver safe, high-quality care. So we really are reliant on the IT infrastructure in terms of delivering that. OK, let's pick one last story before we head to a break. I mean, I think it's all much of a muchness. I mean, in terms of saying that they're holding the state to ransom and we're going to delete people's data, I think there's one element on this which I think is quite interesting, is in terms of, as an A&E doctor, when people come into A&E, the ones that have ownership over their information and come in with their own medical records, even when the IT systems are fully functioning, my life as an A&E doctor is easier if they come in with their FP10. So, you know, which is the prescription scripts that the pharmacies give and GPs give people. So if people can attend with any copies, any letters of notes that they have, they will be eased through the process quicker if they can attend with their own copies of notes. We do send them out to people, but I think that would be quite useful for people to turn up with.
Yeah,
bin them all.
Do you know what, you do tend to bin them, don't you? I get plenty. I get plenty of letters from the hospital and things, and you don't often hang on to them. Maybe we all need to change our position. Kish, thanks very much indeed. We've got more papers heading your way with Petri Hoskin and Michael Booker in just a moment.